I've been studying Instagram funnels recently, and I've been noticing the biggest shift in content that's allowing some business owners to scale with ease and get predictable high ticket leads, while other creators struggle to even get a couple of sales. You've probably noticed it yourself as well. Right now, you may be getting views, but you're not getting any leads from your content, and you're thinking, how is that even possible? Or you're seeing other creators in your exact niche creating the same content as you that's not even that good, but they're getting more leads than you. And again, you're like, how is this even possible? Well, I was in the exact same position as you. And once I figured out this 5-step funnel and this 5-step system, it became predictable and became easy to scale on Instagram. And I'm gonna walk through this system very, very in detail so you can just copy it right after watching this video. So let's get into it. In 2025, you need to understand that your personal brand is going to be your greatest asset in literally all parts of your business. Because Alex Hormozi, the face of Acquisition.com, Grant Cardone, 10X, Gary Vee, VaynerMedia, even billionaires now are growing their personal brand because they realize it helps in everything. And that's because we're now in a trust recession. This is something you really need to understand to scale your business, right? Right now, trust is going down and down and down every single year. And 61% of business leaders aren't trusted to tell us the truth, right? Meaning 61% of business owners, people don't trust. And 96% of consumers don't trust ads. 81% of people conduct thorough market research before they make any purchase, right? So they're searching you up on Google, searching you up on Instagram, and they're searching you up in detail before they make any purchase. And 74% of people rely on social proof and personal recommendations. So this means consumers are more skeptical than ever due to scams and oversaturation in the market. Now, this is something you really need to realize if you want this 5-step system to work, because then you'll have this frame in mind once you create the content, right? Now, the first 2 steps of this system isn't really a next step. It's just 2 things that you must obtain if you actually want to make this whole system work, right? Step 3, 4, and 5 is how you're going to implement step 1 and 2, okay? So first is authority positioning. Think about why someone might buy from you in the first place. Because they see you as an authority. You could be a creator with millions of followers. I know that there was one creator called Ari. She had 2 million followers on Instagram and she couldn't even sell 36 t-shirts. Now, is that because she had the right offer? No, it's because authority positioning. People didn't see her as an authority. She didn't attract the right type of people onto her page. This is where these 2 steps come in. You need to have authority positioning where people see you as the expert, or people see you and be like, oh, yeah, I really need this guy's advice or service, right? So authority positioning, right? This was my client before he was working with us. He was at 242 followers. Now he's at 85,000 followers, and he's an authority. People way more likely to buy from him just because he has more followers, right? And just because he has a stronger brand built out. And we took his TikTok to 150K, right? And this allowed him to literally fully book out his calendar with high ticket deals and literally land a $500,000 deal, right? Like he landed a $500,000 deal from the organic content we did for him. There's creators with millions and millions of followers that couldn't do that, right? But he had 85,000 followers. And that's where content strategy comes in, right? Like before, for example, my client here, he was posting, like when he was at 13K followers and barely any views, he was posting random podcast clips. A very common thing I see with a lot of my clients that first come on to work with me, they're literally just posting podcast clips with no strategy behind it. And then after we got him to 124,000 followers with proper good content. And that's because we posted trending content and proven formats, right? Stuff that was actually proven to perform well. Thorough market research in his niche. So these are the 2 things, right? And also I'm also gonna put this in because this is very, very important to get leads. Lead tracking plus messaging. I'll get into this further and because step 4 is where I'm gonna get into it really, really in depth. But yeah, this is extremely important to lead conversion. So how do we get these things here? Now, this is what I'm going to go into now. Now, before we get into the next steps of this funnel, if you want my team and I to just literally implement this funnel into your business without you needing to spend more than 2 hours a month on it, then yeah, you can just DM me or click the first link in the description below. I'll just show you what it would look like inside of your business. I'm not going to try and hard pitch you or ask you to pull out your credit card. just want to show you exactly what it would look like inside of your business. So the first step is to fix your lead gen. You must start with strategic content. Everything starts from your content, because your content is who you attract, and the content is how many of those qualified people you attract, right? Right now, the problem with your content is that you're probably way too generic, right? Like you're just giving away generic value, and your content isn't fully related to what you sell. If your content text ticks these two boxes, that's bad, right? Your content should not be generic, and your content should be related to what you sell. So I want you to use this 3-step funnel right here. Now, basically, this 3-step funnel is designed to grab attention and engagement, right? So everything starts from strategic viral content. This is to get qualified people onto your page, okay? Now, with this, it's you just have to make it simple. You don't want to go viral outside of your niche. The keyword is here, in your niche. Never go outside of your niche, okay? Don't make that mistake. I made that mistake and flooded my audience with terrible people who would never buy. Always stay in your niche. And then you want to research proven viral concepts in your niche, right? This is how I got my client literally 8 million views from that single video and that $500,000 deal. And basically the whole goal here is that you want to build an audience inside of your niche. 2 is authority content. So the authority content, this is where we start getting into heavy, nurturing and getting those leads in the door and ready to buy. So 2 is authority content, right? So this is going to be specific content that's designed to make you the authority and build trust and attract highly qualified leads, right? The good thing with this type of content is that it really does attract high quality leads, because you want to call out your ideal client avatar in the hook of the video. When you call out your ideal client avatar in the hook of the video, boom, like that's where you will start to attract people, right? So with this type of content, you want to talk about specific pain points your ideal client faces. You only want to speak to your ideal client profile. Can't stress that enough. Just talk to them over and over again. Sorry. Now, again, storytelling content to build connection. Now, a couple of years ago, right, you could just give away value, and people would buy from you. But now you actually have to talk about your story. You have to give people a little bit more information of who you are as a person. Like, people do actually care about that now, because everyone can just talk about, oh, here's how to gain more Instagram followers. But you do need to actually talk about your story these days, because that's what people care about. And once you combine your own story, because look, anyone can give away stuff value, right? Anyone can be a tax attorney. Anyone can be a sales coach. But what separates you from the competition is if your clients are bought into you as a person, right? There could be 2 people with the exact same offer, but if one person talks about their story, then that client avatar will get bought into that person's story, right? They'll like you as a person, and then they'll choose you over the other sales coach that has the exact same thing. So if there's 2 people selling the same offer, the one that will talk about their story will win over the person that is just giving away value every 2 seconds, right? So that's what you need to start incorporating into your content as well. Give away value, perfect, but also talk about your story. That's something I need to do myself, and that's something I realize that actually makes you more money than loses you more money. Now, 3 is sales content. So you want to break down client results very step by step and make your offer messaging very clear, right? So you can talk about client wins, testimonials, personal wins, and funnel breakdowns. Now, the main thing here is offer messaging, because if you don't know what offer messaging is, basically offer messaging is letting people know exactly what you sell, right? Like telling people exactly what you sell. You want to make it crystal clear what you sell so people know exactly what you sell, right? Once people know exactly what you sell, it's just a point of nurturing them more. Putting more content in their face, sending them towards long form assets to get nurtured, giving them free lead magnets. But if someone's watching your page and they don't know what you sell, then they're never going to buy, right? So in your content, talk about your offer. For example, you could do a video like how I did here. Here's how I took my client from 300 to 60,000 followers, and I went over the exact strategy. Or you could talk about LeBron James, he made $20 million last year, and he paid $10 million in taxes. Hear how I would have done it differently, right? And then you can talk about your specific service, right? I'm just giving you examples in the tax niche because, yeah, I mean, I just have a lot of expertise in that. Yeah, so now people know exactly what you sell, and all it takes is to trust them. Now, this is when you want to convert leads and get them bought into you as a brand. Easy. Boom. This is the 3-step funnel. Like that, okay? Now, once you fix your lead gen and your brand with this strategic 3-step funnel, then this is where capturing in leads comes very, very powerful and important. Now, an ineffective funnel is when you just let leads slip through the cracks. You need to give them a clear direction to go, right? For example, strong CTAs, story giveaways, stuff like this, right? In your videos, you can tell them comment CTA, comment whatever, and I'll like jump on a call with you, or comment this and I'll give you a free lead magnet. You basically just need to give them a clear direction to go to, whether that's in your Instagram stories or in your Instagram actual content, right? And with every single thing you do, you need to capture the lead properly. So for example, here, with this thing here, we set up a qualifying automation for one of our clients. So it was like, hey, do you want this? And then, oh shit, this is the wrong screenshot. But basically we qualified the lead and we're like, hey, are you interested in this? And are you willing to do this? And then if it said yes, then it would take them to the landing page. If it said no, we just send them towards a free asset, right? So yeah, this is a pretty shit example because this is the wrong thing. But yeah, we had a really good automation that qualified leads. And also, you need to be collecting leads collecting emails in the DMs as well, because that's exactly what we do as well. I built my own email list. It's like 3.3 thousand from like literally a couple of videos because I went viral in one of those videos, and I collected the leads properly, right? That's very, very powerful. And basically here, that's how we got my client a fully booked out calendar. In this video, this video, right? This video where we had a stitch hook at the start, it ended up getting 7 million views. If we didn't have a clear direction for them to go, we would have lost out on literally tens of thousands of dollars, probably even $500,000, because I'm not sure which video got the deal, but here you can see $500,000 deal from content. Cool. So once you capture the leads properly, this is the most important part to getting leads. Having it in an appointment setter to close the leads for you. Now, an appointment setter is basically people who message people on your account. So if you look here, so once you do the 3-step content funnel, right? People are getting nurtured, people are engaging with your content. You need the appointment setter to be messaging the leads, right? Saying, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for following me. And then you get into like a nice friendly conversation and you say, hey, I noticed in your business that you're not doing this. You could get so many more leads if you did this, right? And then they'd be like, oh, wow, okay. And then you can just give them some free value and be like, hey, yeah, if you want, I can just show you exactly how you can do it. You can just hop on a free call, and then you can pitch them on a call and book them in on a sales call, right? So you need an appointment setter, because if you want to and here's where to message people. So you want to message all the people that follow you. They're like, as you can see here, a bunch of people that were following me. So I can message out to all these qualified leads right here that are following me. People who like my videos. Again, with every single like in your videos, go through all the people liking your content. And you can see, boom, here's a couple of qualified leads right here. And then message them, obviously. Again, people that comment on your video. One thing that was super smart I learned from one of my mentors is that if someone is commenting for a free lead magnet on your videos, that means they need that. That means they have a pain in their business. For example, if they're commenting on a video for a lead magnet with how to get more views, then that means they need to learn how to get more views. They have that problem, which is even better for you. So yeah, message all these people commenting on your videos, right? As their qualified leads as well. All the qualified leads. And then people that also view your story. People that view your story very, very consistently are often the most nurtured. So here are just a couple leads from my own Instagram. Like boom, 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 message them. And this is how you're literally going to get every single piece of content working for you to generate leads. And this is how you're going to get a predictable system, right? See what's working the best, see what's generating the most leads, see what's bringing in the most qualified clients, what piece of content, rinse and repeat that content, and then rinse and repeat the appointment setter. Boom, boom, boom. Easy, right? Very, very easy. So yeah, this is the content system that you need to really scale whatever business you have with content. Now, if you're a service-based business owner and you want me to implement this entire system into your business, we'll create this 3-step content funnel for you. We'll set up all these capturing lead systems, and we'll place in a trained appointment setter to do all this for you and message all the qualified leads and book appointments. Then yeah, you can just click the first link in the description and see exactly how it would look like inside of your business. Whatever questions that you guys have, DM me on Instagram here and I'll help you guys out. Apart from that, subscribe so you can learn more. And I really appreciate if you could drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video.